Steve Evans, after such a good fight back in the second half, how are you feeling now?
There's a lot of mixed feelings going through my head as I drive home. First half we were appalling. That's probably a very kind word for it. We were appalling, and I think there was a lack of respect from some of our playing staff towards the Port Vale players, and they certainly never got that from me because I know a lot of them personally, and I've seen Port Vale play many times, and I think we said it in the build-up to the game, they've outplayed us on 3 occasions this season. And it just looked as if it was going to be a continuation, but we changed it half-time, we changed the personnel, we changed the shape, what we could do. We got back in the game. We scored a couple of good goals from good football's point of view. We missed 2 absolute sitters to kill the game. Jamie Reid and Finlay Bonds, you can't get any better than 7-8 yards out in the middle of the goal. We're trying to hit it that hard that it ends up back in Stevenage rather than pass it in the corner. And I thought then were the points were ours when Craig makes an absolute fantastic save that reloaded at his right. I thought that was going to bulge in the net. It's a great save. And then we're overtime. We're well over the added time. And as a cross comes into the box and the assistant referee gives a penalty, which on the video review, it's just not a chance. Is that a penalty? And the difference to the one against Reading on Tuesday is considerable. We didn't get one. They got one. It's no surprise it's at the home end. It's no surprise it's home supporters behind him as well and behind the goal. And just an absolute appalling decision. Apportion no blame to the match referee. I think the referee had a reasonably good game today. We got a bit frustrated with him where he's like 1 or 2 things go in the first half. They're getting drawn with the crowd, but I think he's first or second year, so that can happen. But you cannot have an assistant referee get involved in a game like that. And then we look at it and it's not a penalty. And all I said to him on the pitch at the end is, I'll have a look at it and we'll talk. He said, I'm 100% sure. The referee told me he was 100% sure on Tuesday night. And the whole of the EFL senior bodies and refereeing told me it was a major, major bad decision. I think we'll be getting another apology. I'm sick of them. I don't want them. We've done enough in the second half to win the game. Some of our play was fantastic. We cut up them, which we hadn't done in the previous 3 games, and we should be going away comfortable winners. But I think if we score the third one, we probably do go away very comfortable, more than 3. But when you're hanging on here, it's a tough place, especially getting into the Vale fans who got right behind the team because, you know, they're fighting for a cause, they're fighting to stay in League One. But they'll not get any more help than that. I'm not so sure if there was 3,000 Portsmouth fans behind that goal. There was that week, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, when Portsmouth got a penalty. There's 2,000 fans behind the goal from Portsmouth, so there we go.
Keep talking about it week after week, don't we? How costly is this being to your side at the moment?
Well, it's been hugely costly, as in refereeing officials' decisions. You know, I said to you, the referee, he doesn't give the penalty. He gets a signal it's a penalty. Obviously, they talk on the communication system. They say it's a penalty. It's pretty galling from players, really. It's pretty galling when they've watched it on the screen in the dressing room. They'll watch it on the coach as we make the journey home. And it's pretty galling when we watch Reading on Tuesday with 2 clear penalties not given, 2 clear penalties not given in their favour. And then we have something that's just a disgraceful decision by the assistant referee. You know, and if he's getting decisions like that wrong, he shouldn't officiate the Football League. I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name. I'll go and put my point of view across. He'll say what we get told on Tuesday, Steve, that the decision's 100% correct, both of them, and then they're just 100% incorrect. So, but there's nothing we can do. I've always said you can beat opposition. You can't beat officials who call it badly wrong. I'm not questioning the integrity of any official, just bad judges, people that's never played the game possibly.
All detracts from the performance your players put in that second half.
The performance was excellent in the second half. As much as I've said it was appalling in the first half, it was excellent in the second half. And it looked like a playoff fighting team versus a bottom 2 or 3 side. It really did. But you have to kill them off with the chances. You know, we know Jamie Reid's not been on fire the last couple of weeks and snatching at a few things, but you put your life on him when he goes through like that. You put your life on him. More importantly, you put your life on Finlay Bonds. He's a very composed young man. It's a fantastic piece of play. And he goes through and, you know, he's, as he said, he was almost waiting for the goal to move and then has to snatch it. I said to him, just believe in your ability. Just go and pass it in the corner and the game's finished.
Don't often see a goal from Terence Van Kooten either.
No, it's a bit of a sclaff in it. It's a good play. Work it back to him. And Terence goes across and it's just the angle that beats the goalkeeper. But, you know, we've gone out second half. They've took the criticism on board at half time. They've took the tactical changes. We applied it brilliantly. We should be going down the road with 3 points and comfortable winners. Here again, we're we're talking about officials, which no one wants to do, and people say, is it Steve Evans again? I don't really care. They're appalling, week after week for us. That's what I keep saying. They don't want us in there. They don't want us in that top group. They just don't. Last week, Tuesday's decisions proved it. Today's decision proves it. They don't want us in there. They can phone me from the FA. I don't really care about them anymore. I'm not even going to speak to the head of referees about this one tonight. What's the point? What's the point? Another email? Another apology? Another referee in a minute going to tell me that his boy got it right? And then no doubt they'll speak tonight when they all go home, watch it on the telly, and they'll agree that, oh, that's not a penalty. Unfortunately for the assistant referee, the referee will bear the brunt with the mark that I give him.
Another free hit on Tuesday.
Yeah, listen, we just have to go out and, you know, if you beat Reading, which we should have beat 5 or 6, if you beat Reading, you draw here today, listen, you're in still in a good run of form. We've got points to make up for now. 1 here is not acceptable, not good enough. When it, on a day it should have been 3. And I've not even touched on the basis that he's 45 seconds over the added time when they gives a penalty. I've not even touched on that. But I think they would have got the opportunity to play a couple more minutes. That's just what I think.